Hello and welcome to my parents' farm. It's located in the middle of nowhere at a dead end. My child and I are out here visiting and we're standing by this field, social distancing and being safe, just like you and your family are at your house. I hope you're doing well and being safe, and I hope you can find joy in the little moments throughout your day. Today I have planned 3 songs and 1 short story. Feel free to pause, rewind, and rewatch this video as many times as you'd like. As much as I miss all my Storytime friends, and nothing replaces in-person stories and playing, one benefit to online Storytime is your ability to rewatch songs so easily. While I am singing and reading, please join in at home. Interaction, talking, singing, and playing together are the best tools we can give to our children. Talking, singing, reading, and playing together grows connections in our brains and between people. Let's get started. I'm glad you've joined us today. We are now in the barn. Unfortunately, we don't have any animals anymore, so we will have to sing a song about some farm animals, and we'll bring some pretend animals into that song. But first, I have our story today called I Want to Be a Farmer. It is by Dan Liebman. I want to thank Dan Liebman and the publisher, Firefly Books, for allowing me to read the story to you today. All right, here we go. I'm going to come right up close so you can see the pictures easily. Farmers do many different jobs. This boy is feeding a calf on his family farm. What is he feeding the calf? Looks like some grain and oats. Animals need attention all the time, every day of the week. Farming teaches kids how to care for them. We have, what animal is that? A pig. What does the pig say? Some farmers raise cows for milk. Dairy farmers milk their cows 2 or 3 times each day. That's the kind of farm this used to be. We used to be a dairy farm. Now my dad mainly does crops to sell. This farmer is getting ready to harvest pumpkins for Halloween. Harvesting means gathering crops from the field. Have you ever carved pumpkins before? This farmer grows apples. He's checking the blossoms in the spring. Farmers work every season of the year. Do you have a favorite season of the year? Tell your adult. This farmer grows wheat. She is riding on a machine called a combine. Combines are used to harvest grains. See how big it is? It's a big tractor, isn't it? These farmers are growing grapes. They are delivering them to a wine factory. Do you like to eat grapes? They're all different colors of grapes, aren't there? Farming is a job for the whole family. I remember that well. Children help out when it's feeding time for the goat. What is that goat eating? Grass. Every morning before school bus arrives, this girl gathers eggs from the hens. She's holding an egg. It looks like a tasty brown egg. There she's got her basket. Children on farms are raised around the animals. It's time to say good morning to the horse. What does the horse say? Neigh! Let's hear your best horse sound. This farmer and his son are checking the cornfield. Corn is used to make syrup, cereal, and of course, popcorn. I like to eat corn on the cob. Some corn is grown to be consumed or eaten by people, and some is grown to be used in other ways, like feeding animals or using for energy. Farmers usually live in a farmhouse on the farm. There are different buildings on a farm. Look at that, I see some silos. There's the farmhouse, some sheds. That must be the barn. If you want to know more about what farmers do, go to a farmer's market in your town or city. Ask them questions when we get to visit farmers markets again. They love to answer questions. Farmers are all proud of what they do. This man is a coffee bean farmer in Brazil. Do your parents or grandparents or other adults you know drink coffee? Farmers check their animals and do their best to keep them well and strong. Here's a piglet. Veterinarians are doctors who look after sick or injured animals. He's wearing a stethoscope. Maybe your doctor wears a stethoscope too when they check your heart and your lungs. The end. Okay, we're going to slow it down a little bit with a finger play. We're going to need our 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to pretend they're little cows. First, we'll start off with our pinky. This little cow eats grass. This little cow eats hay. This little cow looks over the hedge. And this little cow runs away. And this big cow does nothing at all but lie in the fields all day. We're going to do it one more time, and this time the big cow is going to do something different. Let's start with our pinky. This little cow eats grass. This little cow eats hay. This little cow looks over the hedge, and this little cow runs away. And this big cow chases and chases the flies all day. The other day, I asked your adults to post on Facebook what your favorite animals are. And I got so many wonderful suggestions, so thank you so much for that. Unfortunately, I probably won't have time to get through all those wonderful, interesting animals, but the very last verse of Old MacDonald, I will leave blank, and you can insert your favorite animal that way, okay? So I apologize, I'm really sorry, but you still will get a chance to sing about your favorite animal, okay? So first we're going to start off with who has long ears and hops? A bunny! Do you know Old MacDonald? I bet you do. Are you ready? Here we go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a bunny, E-I-E-I-O. With a hop, hop here and a hop, hop there. Here a hop, there a hop, everywhere a hop, hop. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. All right, he also has an octopus. Get out your fingers. Let's make a wiggly octopus. And on that farm, he had an octopus. E-I-E-I-O. With a wiggle, wiggle here and a wiggle, wiggle there. Here a wiggle, there a wiggle, everywhere a wiggle, wiggle. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Excuse me. That's what happens sometimes when we sing. We're not professionals, and that's okay. I had a little burp, excuse me. Next we have an elephant, a big elephant with a big trunk, or you can do big ears. I'm going to do a trunk, and we're going to stomp. And on that farm he had an elephant, E-I-E-I-O, with a stomp, stomp here and a stomp, stomp there. Here a stomp, there a stomp, everywhere a stomp, stomp. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. What's next on my list? Ooh, right. I had quite a few suggestions for some big cats like jaguars and panthers and cheetahs. We're going to combine them into one big super cat called the Jag Panther. What do you think a Jag Panther might do? I think he'll probably roar. And on that farm he had a Jag Panther, E-I-E-I-O, with a roar, roar here and a roar, roar there. Here a roar, there a roar, everywhere a roar, roar. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. I thought that was kind of a genius idea, combining them into a big super cat. Let's see. Oh, a puppy. Let's do a cute little puppy. What does a puppy say? I'm going to do woof, woof. Okay? And on that farm he had a puppy, E-I-E-I-O, with a woof woof here and a woof woof there. Here a woof, there a woof, everywhere a woof woof. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Let's see, how about a penguin? Penguins live where there's often lots of ice and snow, so they gotta shuffle around and go back and forth. And on that farm he had a penguin, E-I-E-I-O, with a shuffle, shuffle here and a shuffle, shuffle there. Here a shuffle, there a shuffle, everywhere a shuffle, shuffle. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Let's see, we'll do one more, and then we'll do our blank song so you can insert it, okay? We're going to do a bat. You get your wings out and flap like a bat. I have a small space, but if you want to flap around in a bigger space, you go for it. All right. And on that farm, he had a bat, E-I-E-I-O, with a flap, flap here and a flap, flap there. Here a flap, there a flap, everywhere a flap, flap. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. All right, now it's your turn. It is. What animal are you going to choose? Tell your adult. What sound or action is your animal going to do? Are you ready? Here we go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a E-I-E-I-O, with a here and a there, here up, there up, everywhere up. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Thank you so much for all those great suggestions. You guys are so creative. I love it. All right, we have time for one more song. We're gonna stretch up high and we're gonna pretend we're big, tall corn stalks growing in the field. It's a very repetitive song. I hope you pick up on it quickly. Stand up with me. If you've been snuggling and cuddling on the couch or on the floor, now's the time to get moving again. All right, we're gonna do The Wind is Waving the Corn. We're gonna sway and wind blowing. You can do a nice calm wind, or you can get a little more active, whatever works for you. The wind is waving the corn, the wind is waving the corn, the wind is waving the corn in the farmer's field. Now the rain is gonna tickle the corn. The rain is tickling the corn, the rain is tickling the corn, the rain is tickling the corn in the farmer's field. All right, now we're gonna make big fists of hail, and the hail is gonna stomp the corn. The hail is stomping the corn, the hail is stomping the corn, the hail is stomping the corn in the farmer's field. All right, last verse. My favorite verse, we're gonna have the sun hugging the corn. It's chilly at the farm today. So I want that sun to come out and the wind to go away. Let's get that sun out. Here we go. The sun is hugging the corn, the sun is hugging the corn, the sun is hugging the corn in the farmer's field. There we go. Thanks for singing that one with me. Give yourself a nice big hug. Thank you so much for joining me at the farm today. Feel free to post below or email us photos of your family reading and singing along during story time. You can ask us any comments or questions or suggestions you have. I miss all of your wonderful faces and your singing and your laughter. You guys are all so wonderful. I really appreciate you hanging out with your family at home and being safe. To continue the farm theme, if you want to keep exploring that, if you're looking for an indoor song, you can sing Old MacDonald again or the Itsy Bitsy Spider with your stuffed animals. Put them into the song and send us or post below a picture of your silly family singing your silly songs about your silly stuffies. So maybe instead of the Itsy Bitsy Spider, maybe you have an Itsy Bitsy Marshall from Paw Patrol or an Itsy Bitsy Teddy Bear. For an outdoor activity, if you have access to an outdoor safe location, play Stop and Go Cow. It's like red light, green light, but you move and moo like a cow. Let's hear you moo. Moo. You can switch it up to maybe a sheep or chickens or pigs or horses or other farm animals. And so some people line up on one side of the yard and one person stands on the other. And instead of yelling red light, green light, you yell, go cow. And then the people move and move like a cow closer to you. And then you yell, stop cow. And they have to stop. And then you keep doing that until they end up over next to you. And then switch and take turns and choose a different animal. Online stories will continue until further notice on Tuesday and Friday mornings at 10:30 a.m. And again, I thank you for joining in, and you guys are great. Mwah! Have a wonderful, wonderful day.